Hello and welcome to the alumni interview for our Lights On newsletter. My name is Sarah Grady. I'm the Assistant Director of the Lloyd D. Levinson Institute of Gaming, Hospitality, and Tourism. And today I'm joined by Daniel Jackson of Borgata. Hello, Daniel. It's such a pleasure to have you with us today. Thank you again for accepting this interview. I would like to start by just asking you to introduce yourself. Could you tell us a little bit about yourself and your experience in the industry?
Sure, Sarah. Thank you again for having me on here. Um, my name's Dan Jackson. I have been in and out of Borgata since early 2003. My current position is general manager of BetMGM Sportsbook, the beer garden, the outdoor pools, and level one. It's a phenomenal place to work. I can't say enough about Stockton or Borgata and MGM. So
Mhm.
thank you again for having me.
Sure. One of the things that we love to ask our alumni is about current challenges that they're facing and how they're meeting those challenges.
I think in the hospitality industry, um, our biggest challenge ever since COVID is the guest expectations.
Mm,
And, we at MGM like to pride ourselves on how well we get to take care of the guests. And in the last couple of years, it's been a struggle to get, through to the guest and help the guest. And um, it's ever changing. It used to be this way 20 years ago.
mhm.
Our guests are all, most of our guests have been coming here for 20 years. And, the thing we hear the most is, well, it used to be this way. Well, it used to be that way.
Mhm.
And we have to explain to them, times change and so do some things that we do. But it's ever changing. And, going to Stockton and learning how to deal with people and from different cultures and all around the world, has truly helped with this position and you know has fine tuned me to who I am today.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I know before we started our interview, we were talking a little bit about your continued relationship with Stockton University through the Live, Work, Learn program. Would you like to share some of the things you noted when we were talking before?
Sure. If you go to Stockton and you are not part of the Live, Work, Learn program, you are missing out. Uh, for me as an operator in Atlantic City, the Live Work Learn program is absolutely amazing. We get a ton of our seasonal supervisors who they're guest facing. They have most of them have taken public speaking at Stockton and how to deal with intense situations and remain cool under pressure. And they're people who we look at as future leaders. So if you go to Stockton and you're not part of the Live Work Learn program, it's something you really need to look into. I suggest it's a great learning experience and it's a great opportunity to see what the summer in Atlantic City has to offer.
Mhm. Absolutely. And wonderful piece of advice for our current students and our potential students. Do you have any other advice that you would like to share with anyone at Stockton, considering Stockton, or someone seeking a career in the industry?
Yeah, I mean, I went to Stockton. Stockton's obviously a great school. It was not a university at the time. I'm aging myself. Um, and, always ask questions. There was a good saying that one of my mentors told me is, I don't know what I don't know. So ask as many questions as possible. Live, work, learn program, hospitality industry. If this is something that you're truly interested in, get my information from Sarah. Reach out to me. I would love to give you guys a tour,
Mhm.
show you what MGM is all about and what true hospitality is about.
Mhm. Absolutely. And any other comments, remarks, anything else you'd like to share about your experience at the Borgata, at Stockton, or for our students?
So, a little bit, I opened Borgata when I was 19 years old and a student at
Mm.
Stockton. I was a waiter at the old homestead, currently where we're doing this interview from. And hospitality was just in my blood. And I got an opportunity, once I graduated from Stockton to go through MGM's upper mobility leadership program. Um, And I went through that, and that also helped kickstart my career with MGM. Um, I've been to Detroit to work for a couple weeks with MGM. I've been to Beau Rivage, Louisiana to work. I've been to Vegas, to work and help out training leadership classes. So don't think that if you come to work at Borgata, you're only going to work at Borgata. You have, MGM is endless opportunities. It's a phenomenal company to work for. I will tell you, I'm 42 years old now. I've had a ton of different bosses, and the leadership here is second to none.
Mm.
So if you're in the hospitality industry and you're looking for something, please look into MGM. We are worldwide, we're growing, and it's a phenomenal company.
That's a wonderful endorsement, and it's been again such a pleasure to speak with you today, Dan. And thank you again for speaking with us today. So I'm going to close out this interview, and of course, if you want to reach out to Dan, please feel free to contact light at stockton.edu. And thank you so much, and have a great day.